Hi, it's Ray Mills, your VBA craftsman. Today in this brief walkthrough, I'm going to take you through how to build a custom function, also known as a user-defined function. So in this case, I'm building a function to bring you back a stock quote, okay? I have some code here that will retrieve it. We rely on an API provided by IEX Trading to provide that. That's free, that's out there, you can use it, right? So I'll take you through this step by step. Here I have, let's see if we can get it to launch and we'll walk through JPM because we have it already here. Quote equals J3. So all we ask, the only thing we're providing it is the symbol, the ticker symbol, and it will come back as a variant. But we could have it come back as currency too. But we needed the variant because if it fails, I don't want to say it's currency because it won't know what to do if we send back this unknown ticker. So if there's this ticker symbol that doesn't happen to be provided by IEX, it'll come back unknown ticker. And I want to let you know that that price isn't available. You'll have to fetch it somewhere else. Okay, so this is an HTTP request, and it goes out to that API provided by IEX, as I said, and we'll bring back the stock price. So let's see if we can get this to fire. I guess we could just hit enter and see if that does it. Sure, that does it. Okay, so now our first step is we're building your URL, right? And we step through it, and the URL now is built. We're asking for a stock quote of JPM. Now, also you should reminded that a lot comes back, and I'm just pulling out the latest price, but you could pull out a whole bunch of other details that they provide, right? The amount of trading, etc., etc. So let's send out. It sends out using an HTTP request. HTTP request. It sends out the URL. Boom, and it comes back with a response. The response looks like that. Now I pulled it out down here just to show you in the immediate window. And like I said, it comes back with more than just the quote. It gives you the company name, the sector, the primary exchange, open time, open price, the close price, etc. Tons of stuff. It's a lot of stuff is here. And if you're into this detail, you could dissect, so to speak, and break up the response text and pull out what you need and post it up simple enough. Okay. So here we're just simply testing to make sure it didn't come back with an unknown symbol, and it didn't, right? And here I'm cleaning up some of the extraneous characters they put in the response test to make it more readable. So I'm replacing it. I'm just taking them away. In most cases, I'm getting rid of duplicates, etc. Of various, quotation, bracket marks, and all that neat stuff. So here it's going to look through. It's going to loop through. I've split the response text by a pipe, right? And if you're familiar with the split command, it's going to create a variant. The variant's going to have from 0 to how many, in this case, I don't know how many U-bound. I think there are 80 different components that it's going to run through until it finds the latest price. So let's look. So in the list of things, I know, after it finds the latest price, it finds that descriptor, latest price, like it did here. The next one, var response, so you add 1, will be the quote price. And there it is, 105.30. So that was the close price. It's after 4 o'clock when I'm doing this. So let's finish. Okay, so it got 105. So let's take these out, those stoppers. And let's just copy these. Let's just copy these down. Bam, 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 bam. And you just see how fast that just came back? It's pretty amazing. So that got you the latest price for the Southern Company, which is a realty company, Verizon, Citibank, AT&T, and General Electric. And that fast. It's pretty darn amazing. But really what the purpose of this is to show you that the function command, while you can't change the structure of a worksheet or cell, you can use it to retrieve data, external data. So you can use it for a lot of things. So if I wanted to go out and I could find the prime rate or whatever, I could use a custom function to go out and find it. So it's a very, very useful tool. Now I'll show you another one that I built. I call it the word counter. And in this case, you're going to recognize, no doubt, the first paragraph from Herman Melville's Moby Dick. And what I did here was break out all of the words in Moby Dick. Now, in the custom custom word counter that I built. My goal is to count how many times a word appears in some text, right? There might be times that you want to do that. So this is how it works. Okay, it's pretty easy. We send it the search text, which is this portion, and we say the search word, which is what we're searching. So the search text is the text you're searching through, and the search word is the word you are searching for. Again, here I clean up a lot of garbage, and in this case, I say okay. And you might have to add additional cleaning. You can work that out depending upon what text you're looking at. I split the text using I didn't need to put this in there. This is optional, but I split it on a space. The default is a split on a space. So the variant here, again, I run from 0 to the upper boundary of vsplit, which is the variant I'm using, and I'm saying if the search word is equals to the split word, then I just increase the counter by 1 and I make word 1. So I start with word 0. If it finds it, so let's look at this first one, right? And we're going to put the stopper there and give it a shot, okay? So just to show you how this works, I'm going to say equals word, and look, it automatically added it to help you. And the first one is what? It's a text we are searching. Highlight that. Now I'm going to hit the F4 key because I want to lock that in. I'm going to copy these down, right? So that makes it the absolute address. So when we copy down, it doesn't change. And then I'm going to point at this. It calls my baby there. And we hit enter. And here, it found it. Oh, it was the first one. And that's right, it is the first word, right? So it found call. And we're going to go through it. And it only found it once, okay? And I happen to know it only appears once. So let's see. Oh, look, it's a 1. Okay, so that worked correctly. So I'm going to copy it down and go through all the words. I've broken out all the words and taken out duplicates, of course. And we go to here, ocean. We hit enter, and it's going to go through and increase. Now, I know that I was used a couple times. Look, 9 times. So in looking at the text, I knew that I was mentioned several times. So here, call me Ishmael, and I see an I here. I find I quietly. So it's there, definitely there several times. So this little ditty counts the number of times particular words appear in a text. Just interesting. You know, you might use this, like for example, in SEO analysis when you're looking at how many times are my competitors using keywords. So just a thought. So again, it's Ray Mills, your VBA craftsman, and if you like more tips, just go out to my website, and I'll put this. I'll post up this this spreadsheet with this examples in case you want to play with it. Out on my spreadsheet, it's Excel and VBAcraftsman.com. So thanks very much.